Hey guys, thank you so much for coming back to my channel. So today's video, as you guys can see by the title, I'm going to update what I've been doing for my Spanish. So I bought this book, Spein語の処方, which is like the first steps for studying Spanish. Since I'm living in Japan, I couldn't find any books that I can study Spanish by English because it'll be easier for me because the grammars are kind of same and a lot of words are so similar to English, but I couldn't find it, so I bought this book. I want to say it's been really good, but it's really not. So if you open this book, at first you can see all the basic stuff and rules and everything that you have to know before you're gonna start study Spanish. At first it was fine because you have to memorize how to pronunciate all the alphabet. It was fine, but from these page, so I talked about this in another video the other day, but I've never studied about grammars for English because I hated it. Usually we studied about the grammars in junior high school, and I don't like studying, to be honest. Well, I think a lot of people don't like to study, but I really didn't like the way my teachers taught me about the grammars, because for me it was like the Japanese was making English even more harder. I know 男性詞, 女性詞, I understand that, but these all the kanjis and all the names for he, she, what is fute kanshi? What is te kanshi? Let me know in the comment if you can explain that, but I have no idea what these meanings, and I've never studied about this for my English, so I was like, you know what, I don't have to study about this. Well, maybe I have to. I know I have to, but I can speak fine English. I can communicate with the people in English without knowing the grammars. So that means I was like, maybe I can skip this part because these kanjis and these Japanese makes Spanish even more harder and breaking my motivations. So I skipped this part. My first goal is to understand Spanish, to understand what people are talking, because when I went to Texas with my boyfriend last Christmas, I couldn't understand what they're talking. They talk in Spanish and English, so I couldn't understand the Spanish side, but I really wanted to understand and I really wanted to have more communications, but I really couldn't, so I regret that I didn't study Spanish enough. My first goal is to understand the Spanish, what they're saying, and if I talk them back or if I answer it in English, they will understand. So, well, most of the time they could understand. So, most of the time they talk to me in English because they knew that I can't speak Spanish, so thank you so much, and I'm really sorry about that. I skipped those really boring part and I jumped into phrases, which is gonna be more useful. And whenever I meet someone in Texas or whenever I meet someone who speaks Spanish, I can communicate just using this really basic stuff. What I'm doing right now is, so I hope you can see it. So these are what I'm doing right now. This green part, if you use this one, you cannot see it. So, and also it's really easy for me to understand Spanish by English, so I wrote all the English meanings here. You can do it like this and just repeat it, like good morning, buenos dias. Correct me if I'm wrong, it will really help. Please comment down below. Good afternoon, buenas tardes, and good evening, buenas noches. And whenever I want to write down and practice spelling, this is one of my piece of paper. I just write down so much so that I can memorize it. These are my old notebooks. I know this is crazy, right? But I just like to write down everything. And when I'm writing down these words, hold the page like this and do it like this so that I can see all my English side. So good morning, buenos dias. Good afternoon, buenas tardes. Good night, buenas noches. nice to meet you, mucho gusto, something like this, and I write down all my notes. So these are all the same, like ¿qué tal? How are you? Whenever you're studying or whenever you're memorizing the phrases, I always choose the formal way because it's more safe. You know the formal way because you don't want to talk to my boyfriend's mother or like my boyfriend's family member. Like I don't want to say like ¿qué tal? I really wish I could have like pronunciation teacher, but whenever I ask my boyfriend, he corrects me. So thank you so much, babe. Really loving this the phrases part because I think it's really useful. And then every night before I go to bed, I always read this book at least one time, check if I'm memorizing these. And then another thing that I've been doing right now is that I watch Spanish YouTubers videos. So all these ways I am studying Spanish is that I actually did for my English, so I know that it's gonna help me and I know that it's gonna work. So one of my favorite YouTuber right now is, I hope I'm pronouncing her name incorrect way, but Paula Barro, is that correct? But I've been watching her so much these days. Whenever she uploads a new video, I always check. So I'm gonna show you guys what I'm doing for these YouTube videos. So this is her one of the video.
Una cita. Me voy a arreglar para ir a una cita con mis amigas. Según nosotras nos inventamos que los jueves.
So as you guys can see, I put the subtitles on like this, so that I can see the words that she's saying, and obviously I cannot understand everything but what is really important for me is that there are some of the words that I hear a lot of times, like creo que, that is I think, and also que, what, and pero, that's but, and also por is for. I hope these are all correct. Whenever I hear those words, I always Google it. Also, I made my Spanish word memo, and I've done exact same thing for my English, so you guys can do this for English as well or any other language. So at first, good, it's good, good, or it's good, bien también, or like maybe, creo, I don't think so, no creo, and also where is donde está. So that's what I've been doing right now, but like I said, I don't understand what she is saying for now, but that happened for me like a few years ago for my English as well. I was watching cahnnel's YouTube videos every day and I couldn't even understand what she's saying because she talks really fast, and also I knew only a little English words, so I couldn't fully understand it. But now I can understand everything, and also I can communicate with people in English. I know my English is not perfect, but it's okay because I can use my English to communicate with people. So I'm really fine with it. And like I said, these ways that I'm studying Spanish is exact the same thing that I did for my English. So, and I'm really sure that you guys can use these ways of studying language for any other languages. And thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you guys liked it, and I hope to see you guys in my next one. Bye.